What's going on, folks? UFC Vegas 49 Fight Day live chat. Bobby Green, Islam Makhachev main event. A couple other interesting fights sprinkled throughout the card, but I gotta say, a tough one, betting wise, that I'm not even gonna bother too much with. I have a couple of bets on the card. No lock of the night play. Feel quite skeptical about this card, if I must say. So I don't want to go too deep. Um, But I do have a couple bets. Let me just quickly pull those up and then we'll get into the comment section, which is what this stream is all about. So I appreciate all you guys coming through. As always, you guys know every fight day, 1 p.m. Eastern, unless the fights are a lot earlier, then it's obviously earlier than that. But other than that, um, yeah, always 1 p.m. Eastern. All right, dog of the night play. Armin Petrosian, 1.5 units at plus 151. Got it a little bit earlier in the week. Obviously, the line is down closer to plus 135, plus 140 at certain spots. Then I have a unit on the over 2.5 and Makhachev and Green, 1 unit at plus 110. And then I have a 2 unit parlay of, I have it split 1 unit at plus 110, 1 unit at plus 106, but they are both with Jonathan Martinez and Ignacio Bahamondes. And then lastly, I just actually added this play this morning. I got a quarter unit, 0.25 units on Petrosian to win in round 2, and that's currently hanging at plus 600 on Pinnacle. My guy Tristan, shout out to my guy Tristan, he actually got at plus 900 on Bet365. So make sure you guys go check that shit out because that's a damn good line as well. But yeah, I felt like I needed to take advantage of that, especially with how I see the fight playing out in my mind. It's exactly how I saw Cannonier and Brunson playing out. And it's pretty much how I see this one playing out tonight as well. So I think it's going to take about a round or so for Petrosian to get Rodriguez off of him. If he doesn't get subbed in that amount of time, I think he eventually finishes him in round 2. So there we go. All right, let's see what the chat is saying. We got my guy Kenny Williams, who's clearly Punjabi, but has a burner account. What's going on? Big J in the chat. Mac in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by, my guy. Chad saying, really liking the Islam by sub decision at minus 250. Am I overlooking something? That's the way to go, right? I'd be surprised if he actually ground and pounds him here. I think he's going to be looking for more secure submissions or at least secure dominant positions to secure a submission. And at minus 250 for him to potentially win by decision as well. I don't mind that, especially it's much better than that minus 900 that's hanging on his money line, right? Max saying it's World War III, can't bet on the Russian guy. Money and, business and pleasure or business and world affairs in this situation, we keep them separate. That's all I want to say. Jared Curry in the chat saying let's make some money. Looking forward to that as well. Titanium Shinbone. Let's get the shmoony. Yes, sir. Can't wait. Jared Curry saying this entire card is just what the fuck. Yeah, I agree. DFS Whispers in the chat. Show my guy some love. Very sharp dude there. Doing some great things on his channel as well. Please do hit that man up. And I think he also fucks with the NBA side of things as well. So if you guys are looking for an NBA guy to look after, that's the dude. Nico Z, appreciate you stopping by, my guy. Doughboy Nasty, I want to bet Petrosian by KO in round 1 at plus 210. Not a bad spot. I don't mind that. I think it happens in round 2. Even just taking him by KO, I think is hanging around plus 200. That's not too bad of a line. Derek Pascal by points, plus 430, definitely worth a sprinkle. Ramona Medov is on her way, but I don't have the nuts to bet on that myself. But yeah, I could definitely see that playing out. Alex E saying my guy McKinney is going to win big. Plus 650 McKinney round 1. Yeah, that's definitely worth a stab, especially if you like him in that spot. That's the majority of his win equity, right? 10 out of 11 wins, all coming in the first round. It's like Abdul Razak Al Hassan. I'll always keep saying this. The guy always wins in round 1. So might as well take that shot, especially if it's like plus 500 and above. Always worth a shot, in my opinion. Nicholas Lee in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by, my guy. Michael Lucci saying McKinney sub plus 900. Not bad. Again, I think it all happens in round 1. So at plus 650, you don't want to get snubbed on the sub by seeing him go out there and knock him out. We'll see how that goes. Nicholas saying that the over moved from 2.5 to 1.5, easy cash over. Yeah, the 1.5. Shout out to anybody got the 1.5, but the fact that it's at 2.5 and the fact that it was hanging out plus money, I still thought it was a damn good spot. So looking forward to that. We're good, Kev in the chat. Good luck to you as well, my friend. Ivan Barrios saying FanDuel have been down all morning. I'm gonna cry. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that, so that does suck for a lot of you guys. I apologize. Belt better in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Saying please do not anchor your parlays with Makhachev. I echo that sentiment, man. Minus 900 does nothing for your parlay. And then if there is that banana peel moment where Bobby Green actually pulls something off, you're gonna be like, I hit all these other legs and it's the minus 900 that fucked me over. And what did it add? A couple cents to the parlay? Not worth it. So wise words from my guy Belt better right there. Alex C saying Colby has Nunes and Martinez winning, whatever that's worth. Uh okay. Colby? Covington's actually making bets or predictions. I didn't even know he knew who those guys were. Keenan Omer Basic, shout out, brother. Lock for Terrence Better's round one props or no action agreed. Thoughts? Yeah, I'd be surprised if he wins anywhere outside of round one. I'm not impressed with what I've been seeing outside of round one. But again, we need to see more data on it, right? The only time from memory that we saw him in round two, he got his head blasted into oblivion by Sean Woodson. So we shall see. Titanium Shinbone saying, co-main event going to be Grapple Mania. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to it, honestly. Like, I don't agree with the placement on the card for it, but I'm looking forward to that fight. Alex C having combos with McKinney. He feels like he can take bigger risks, trap him in the small cage. Yeah. That round one is live, plus 650. I like it. Nunez, Pascal, shout out Jimmy the Drunk, always with the jokes. Jared Curry anchoring plays with Islam give you a nice hedge at the end of the night. That's another way of looking at it as well, I guess. When you get that plus 700 on Bobby or even his knockout prop, right? I think that's the only way he really wins this fight. I'd be surprised if he wins minutes here. We'll see. But yeah. Nicholas saying easiest cash on this card is the main event over 1.5. Yeah, if you guys still have access to that over, I think that's a better bet than the over 2.5. But yeah, shout out to anybody. MMA Kappa Sinew ad Petrosian round two. I have fight ends in round two at plus 275. Martinez Islam parlay and Islam round 4-5 or decision at plus 175. I like that Islam prop that you got there. That last one that you said, I like that. Good luck on that, my brother. And hopefully I can catch Petrosian in round two. That'll be nice. Nico Z, Yolok, what do you think of Alvarez, McKinney, and Petrosian all winning as dogs? I think they all win. I've actually predicted them all to win as well. I don't have any bets on them other than Petrosian straight up, which I was happy with that plus 150. But if you want to get a little greedier, those are live underdogs. Those are live underdogs, in my opinion. Ilmac, I'm taking violence in McKenny, Zia, and Brahimaya, Gilmore, and Wrong Bahamundes. I like the violence on the first two. Again, the violence bets have really stung me in the ass over the last couple of weeks, and that's ultimately why I'm staying off of them here. In case again, it's just a clusterfuck. But I will more than likely regret not betting them officially. But we'll see. I have a couple of them tied to degenerate parlays and plays and stuff, but that's really about it. Jimmy the Drunk saying Nunes looks like a young Yuri Alcantara. Pretty much. Pretty much. Michael Luch, Bobby's an easy hedge if you do parlay. Yeah, exactly. But still, again, for those that do not like to hedge, there's no point. Keenan saying never anchored another heavy parlay in a never anchored another heavy favorite in a parlay after Agapova busted at minus 1400. Yeah, that is a poop if I've ever seen one. Derek saying you think wrong missing weight will affect Bahamundes. I've seen the takes that wrong missing weight could help with him with his grappling success. I'm not 100% sold on that, right? Bahamundes, very solid with his takedown defense. I'd be surprised if that weight, extra 4 pounds, actually pays off for him. I think Bahamundes will be fine. Ilmac, not betting related. Saruki Alvarez is my favorite fight on this card. What you looking forward to the most? For me too, man. That's the one. That is the one that I'm looking forward to most. It could be the main event for God's sakes, right? There's that much fucking hype on it. I absolutely agree with you, my man. How many hours till fight starts? I believe it starts at 4 p.m. So you got just under 3 hours left, my man. Tristan, shout out my guy Tristan, who was the one that brought to my attention that Bet365 is holding Petrosian round two at plus 900. If that intrigues you guys, there you guys go. Shout out to Tristan for that. For anyone in Canada, Bet365, Sports Interaction, and Coolbet all have the over 1.5 in the main event between minus 170 and minus 200. There you guys go. I believe those are the websites that actually hold alternate totals as well. So, yeah, there you go. Buffo on the beat, bro. Alvarez looked massive in the face off, so I sprinkled Alvarez inside the distance. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out, man. I got no bet on it. Prediction is Alvarez. I'm ready to look like a dumbass afterwards, but we'll see how it plays out. Belt better. What is your view on Altamirano and Hernandez? I lean on the Hernandez side. No bet for me. If anything, I'd bet the fight goes to decision, which I think was hanging around minus 150 last time I saw. I lean on Hernandez as his ability to get the fight to the ground and the lack of takedown defense on the Altamirano side gives me too much pause to bet on a guy that accepts the bottom as much as Altamirano. However, he does play guard well. He does create scrambles to get back to his feet. That's why he only has that one loss on his record to Jared Brooks, who's a hell of a wrestler, as we obviously know. And then even on the feet, I think it's going to be competitive. And that's the advantage Alto Moreno has had over his past opponents is that he's the much better striker. But I think Hernandez does some good things on his feet, even while moving backwards, that he will likely be able to find some success there and couple that with takedowns. I think it'll look better to the judges once we reach that 15-minute mark. So yeah, I like Hernandez, but no bet for me. Crazy the amount of steam that he's been taking as well. What is that line sitting at right now? Yeah, you see, I think Bet Online got him all the way up to about plus 145 earlier. I'm seeing plus 137 on 5 dimes. But most lines seem to be around plus 125. The mean odds are currently at plus 121. So, yeah, there you go. AG Martinez Bahamondes parlay for the win. Yeah, that's my biggest bet on the card. But again, it's only 2 units. I didn't make a lock of the night play. The hitability of Bahamondes scares me a little bit. I know he's never been knocked out. It does scare me a little bit. I will say that it's not the wrestling of Wrong that scares me at all. And that's where a lot of people who are backing Wrong, that they're taking that approach. They're saying that he's going to get him down. He's going to be able to grind him out. It's more so the power striking of Wrong that sketches me out a little bit. And then Martinez, I think he does work there. I really do think he does work that night or tonight. Sorry. Titanium Shimbone saying Turman's chin has me wanting to take Misha by KO. Even the opposite too, right? Misha's a very durable, or sorry, a fragile guy himself. So that is a shit show of a fight. I want nothing to do with that, honestly. Yeah, keep me off of that shit. Alex, you saying when Buckley went a decision, you were the first thing that popped into my mind. I told you guys it was a conspiracy theory. I didn't have the nuts to bet on it, but I did feel like I needed to share that with you guys because I saw it as a possible outcome. Not enough to actually bet on it myself, so I don't want to take too much credit for it. But I'm glad. I hope I saved some people from taking the fight doesn't go to decision. Chad Swire saying, "Do you see any value in Islam by sub?" Yeah, I do. I think those are the two ways he wins. I'd be surprised if it's a ground and pound knockout. I'd be surprised if it's a standing knockout sub decision. Yeah, that's the best way to play it, in my opinion. Justin Villegas, shout out my guy. I thought Jonathan Martinez was Brandon Royval. It changes my idea on his opponent. Now he a good dog. Not to mention Jonathan Martinez and Brandon Royval. They train side by side pretty much every single day at Factory X, and it obviously doesn't help that they look like brothers as well. But yeah, Alex, you saying that Alvarez fight is super sketch? I agree. Rick Martinez, Agapova is going to smash the fuck out of the OnlyFans exclusive Marina Moroz. That is next week, I believe. So we'll definitely talk about it at that point. Keenan Olmer Basic, my guy, how has Prediction Strike been treating you? Plans on staying on the app for actual financial purposes? I will more than likely, man. It's a good spot to like buy a fighter that you believe is going to win and then just sell him afterwards. That's what I think is best to do. Right now, me and Clint are just doing like one fighter share each. We're just doing it, for fun, for a segment, and we're really enjoying it. Let me see what my portfolio sits at right now. Again, if you guys haven't checked out Prediction Strike, it's pretty much like a stock market for sports. They have the NBA, they have NFL, NBA, and the UFC. Right now, my total portfolio, let me just check this out. Uh, so far, I have seen not that big of a growth, 2% growth since we've started it. Again, I tried my Benitez pump and dump the other week. That didn't really pay off. Right now, I have 5 guys in my portfolio. Jared Cannonier, who has risen $1.15 since I bought him. Not bad. Again, I'm only buying one stock of these guys, and when I bought his stock, it was down at to $4.50. Manol Fiorot seems to be going. Actually, I gained 16 cents on her. I thought when she knocked out Jessica I next week, she would skyrocket, but unfortunately, that fight is off now. Nasruddin Imavov, I am down 3 cents on him right now. Again, waiting on him to fight Kelvin Gastelum in April. That could go up after that. Minus 8 cents on Hamzat Chimaev since I purchased him. Again, he's just inactive. I think that's probably why. And then lastly, Magomed Ankalaev, I've gained 8 cents on him. And he fights in 2 weeks. And hopefully he goes out there and knocks the hell out of Thiago Santos, and that price starts to skyrocket as well. So make sure you guys go check out Prediction Strike. I will say this: it's legal in the States right now. I actually got Clint to sign up for me, and I've been able to use it myself up here in Canada. I just can't deposit anything into it. If you don't live in the States, you can't deposit anything into it. But like I said, there's a way around it. If you know somebody in the States, get them to deposit for you, and go from there. And use code LOCK. $20 or more gets you a free fighter stock in your on your initial deposit. So make sure you guys go check that out. Paul Brassfield saying, yeah, I can see the main event being another Nunes Pena. Makhachev is a different fighter. The deeper a fight goes, looks very beatable. If the fight is not finished before the third, I don't know. Nunes looked very weird that night, man. She like just went balls to the wall for no reason, thinking that she'd be able to get Pena out of there. When she did it, she gassed. She's gonna go out. I'd be surprised if Islam Makhachev goes balls to the wall for the first 7 minutes trying to get him out of there. I think he's gonna do what he does: get him to the ground, slowly work his position, wait to eventually get that submission, and then go for it. I don't think he's going to do what Nunes did. Again, I'm not trying to talk you off of a Bobby Green play. Again, plus 700 is crazy. Take the shot. Bobby Green's a legitimate opponent, legitimate fighter, but I'd be stunned if he pulls it off. Nicholas Lee saying, for my DJ parlay, Bahamondes, Martinez, Alvarez, Kim, and the over in the main event. Not bad. Again, the Alvarez fight, super, super volatile. Shout out to my guy, Mr. X. My Q drop style conspiracy theory is that Zhurong has powerful Chinese backers who instructed him to miss weight to gain an advantage, and he's actually closer to a welterweight than a lightweight. In my conspiracy theory, they also pay all his fines, and once he's in the top 15, they'll start caring about making weight. Interesting. Very big conspiracy theory right there. Belt better saying Bahamondes blocks with his face. Exactly. Luckily, he throws up more punches, though, as well. So sure, get hit as much as you can. As long as your durability can take it, great. But as long as you can continue to throw out that volume that we need you to throw, get hit all you want, my man. Jimmy the Drunk saying, I mentioned that on Twitter. I'm seriously more interested in Sarukian versus Alvarez than Colby versus Jorge. From an unknown standpoint, I agree with you. Like, we kind of know how Colby and Jorge is going to go, right? There's going to be a lot of volume from the Colby side. He's going to want to push him up against the cage. He's going to try to land a couple takedowns, but we know what a Colby Covington fight looks like. And Jorge just always has that little shot to potentially find a knockout. But the Saruki and Alvarez fight, Alvarez presents way more of a wild card than what Jorge presents, in my opinion, especially with the size and all that, right? Sarukian's going to be looking to do similar to what Colby's doing with takedowns, but Sarukian's not Colby in terms of output, cardio, all that craziness. He has good cardio, but he's going to be working to keep Alvarez down. He's going to be working to get the takedowns. Actually, maybe takedowns will come easy for him, but Alvarez wants to play on the ground. So Yeah, I agree with you, Jimmy, man. You might take some flack for that, but I absolutely agree. All right, sorry, I've been flaking on a couple of the comments here because I'm falling behind. Shout out to the 88 live viewers. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe as well. Help your boy out. I'm gonna sift through a couple of these comments so that I can catch back up with the live. I'll touch on anything I feel like I haven't touched on already. Um, Don't Panic Artist saying, Lock My Man, how's it going? Last week was one of those cards that I took the lazy route, two leg parlays, two solid favorites. Sometimes the card calls for it. That's what I'm calling tonight as well. Bahamundes, Martinez, lazy parlay. Hopefully it cashes. Bu- 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 Mr. X really digging into the Zhu wrong or the wrong Zhu narrative here. I love it. Grateful dude, how many finishes do you think there will be today? Good question. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, between five and six finishes out of the 11 fights. Alex E, there's somebody actually on my IG live last night that says, I think it's Fox Bet. Again, I'm not sure how many people actually have access to that bookie, but apparently Fox Bet allows you to bet on which submission he's going to use, and usually it's in like the plus 2,000 range or something like that. Do, 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 do. Nico Z saying, if Islam wins, does he deserve a title shot? In my opinion, he should. And they should do RDA versus Fiziev winner versus Dariush for the next shot after Islam. Uh, a part of me wants to say give Islam one more fight. But if there's really nobody else, then I could see it. And I do agree with you in terms of doing RDA Fiziev winner against Dariush for next title shot. Then again, RDA, should he really be propelled that high after a win over a guy like Fiziev, who's still kind of like an up and comer? Like if Fiziev beats Dariush, like if he beats RDA and Dariush, sure, I don't mind him getting skyrocketed into a title shot. But if RDA wins and then putting him against Dariush, probably loses that fight. Maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, interesting dynamic going on at lightweight right now. See a lot of you guys talking about the wrong Zhu weight cutting thing. I feel like I've already touched on that one. Uh, I see Mixer X's angle on the Bahamundes and Chris Brown fight from a couple years ago, but I really do think the guy has gotten better in that amount of time. Alex C, $100 on Islam, Ignacio McKinney, my lock parlay. Good luck. Good luck. My guy, One Dream all over Bobby Green. As a fan, I am too. Could you imagine the fucking fallout if he goes out there and beats Islam Makhachev? Jason R. Priscilla Cachoeira by knockout. Ji Kim has absolutely no speed behind her punches. Also, this will be her last UFC fight. I see that angle. I was close to taking Kim by decision, but yeah, I don't want to get caught fucking putting my hand in the cookie jar here. Again, not a good card for betting, in my opinion. A lot of volatility, a lot of variables. I didn't go, like I said, I didn't go too deep here. Ooh, Nico Z saying just reported that Volkov might not be able to make the fight against Aspinall because of visa issues. That would suck, man. That is the fight that I want to see. That is a solid step up for Aspinall. I would more than likely be all over Volkov in that spot, but yeah, that would if Aspinall beats Volkov convincingly, and I don't mean like a you know minute and a half knockout. Like I want to see him get tested. I want to see him go through adversity, get into the second and third round, and then if he beats Volkov, I'd be a little bit more sold on the guy. Zach Rychik is saying Hernandez Martinez won by submission decision. Yes, that's how I see them winning. Pretty much caught up with the live chat at this point. Levi White who you think would replace Volkov? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who would take a short notice spot like that. But again, in the main event, it's possible. I wouldn't mind the actually. I don't know if they would give up because they have that heavyweight main event a couple weeks after that. I think the following week between Blades and Dawkins, and that's already short notice. Yeah. Oh, One Dream saying apparently Britain is not going to allow visas from Russia or any countries that are helping them. I don't know if that is true or not, but I saw it on Twitter. Yeah, that is definitely a valid reason as to why he wouldn't be able to go. Jason R saying, how fucking hot is Lorisenko? Ruger Kev last night Bovada had Bobby Greenlist says Bobby King. They know. I love it. McKinney sub plus 900. To me, McKinney round one plus 650 is more attractive because he could find the knockout as well. King Wen, you still got the Bobby Green fight going past 2.5. Yeah. It's not like I could cash out of the bet. But yeah, that's where I am. Ooh, Tristan Sherhouse, Rosenstrike to replace Volkov. That wouldn't be a bad one. That wouldn't be a bad one. I like that. I think Rosenstrike is scheduled to fight Tybura in April. So he's already getting ready for a fight. I'd like to see that fight. I might have to lean with Rosenstrike there as well. I don't know. Again, I might be an Aspinall hater, as a lot of people think, but we'll see. Lajon Dream, Stefan Struve come out of retirement to replace Volkov. That'd be hilarious. Voodoo Wiz saying, "Sup, Block, been enjoying your content lately. Appreciate it, my man. Thank you for coming by, as always." We're winding down to the end of the stream now as well, so I'll be sure to drop the totals parlay for you guys here in a second. Ooh, Moy's audio, great. Espino takes it. That would be a good one. Espino versus fucking Aspinall. Sign me up. I'm in. Urban Men of New Jersey. Lock, what's up, bro? I want to ask you what made you change your channel name. Just ask your name is dope. By the way, thanks, brother. When I made the change, I didn't actually think it was going to change my channel's name as well. But after I went through, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to leave it as is. Again, I know for a fact, and it's kind of been proven to me already, just based off what I've seen after I changed it, that a lot of people are kind of they're put off by the lock of the night brand, right? Just the word lock. It just grinds their gears. It just makes them like, oh, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. This guy doesn't know anything that he's doing. Why would he say lock? Huh. I think that was detracting from me from getting out further and expanding and broadening my exposure and just being my face. I put my face everywhere, so I might as well just continue to run with it. Be myself as my own brand. I'm still going to be pushing MMA Lock of the Night, pushing MMA LOT, and that's still going to be the brand. But in terms of like when people come across me, seeing Manpreet as you know content creator, MMA gambler. Like once they see that first, they're like, okay, maybe this guy's serious. Maybe I can start to take him serious or something like that. So that is kind of the reason I did it. And I saw it. Like there were guys that I would kind of converse with every now and then on Twitter, but they weren't following me. And then once I made the change and made the flip, I got the follows. And it wasn't because I wanted their follow to begin with, but it's interesting that I noticed that they started to follow me after I changed from MMA Lock the Night to Matt Jazz, and then just kept my handle the same as MMA LOTN. So yeah, I think for my future and my potential, just going by my full name is the best way to go. Good question, my man. Yo, Max saying Bones short notice against Aspinall. That would be some shit. Keenan Omer, basic early thoughts on your girl Marina Rodriguez and how the fuck is that fighting on the main card? Yeah, it's weird. She has 2 main event slots and then they took her on the prelims. It could be a potential number 1 contender fight, right? Especially if Rodriguez wins. But I think that line is way too wide. That line is wide as hell. Huge recency bias on that spot. Again, I got to run the tape still, but how the fuck is she minus 280 against another solid striker? Is Marina Rodriguez going to take her down like Carla Esparza did and just smash her face through the mat? No. This is going to be a striking battle. And if it's a striking battle, I think it's a lot closer. So that line pre-tape looks absolutely crazy to me. All right. I'm running off onto tangents here. I apologize. Let me just quickly catch up here. Uh, Colo's asking who's the lock of the night. No lock of the night for me tonight. This card is just weird. If again, my biggest play is 2 units on Bahamundes and Martinez, but not to the point where I'm willing to go, a grand deep onto it. I got $400 on it, honestly. PayPal my money DFS MMA most probable bet of the night. Exactly. That's what it is, right? That's my most confident bet of the night. But like lock is like the word that everybody in gambling Twitter uses, or gambling period uses, and they know what I mean by that. That's why I came up with the MMA lock of the night thing. So yeah. Voodoo Wiz saying you made the right decision, keep the brand, but show your name and face. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. My guy, I'm Zardoz. I am a turtle. Alex Weber saying, I think the name change is better for sure. Appreciate it. Nico saying, bro, am I the only one who's upset that Dog has got another jump in the rankings and competition after getting KO'd? He's doing a short notice favor for the UFC, though, as well. That's something you guys have to look at. Again, I forgot what the London main event was supposed to be, but then they made it. Then the Ohio pay-per-view. That's what it was. What's the Ohio pay-per-view? Oh yeah, it was supposed to be Rakic and Blahovic. After that got pulled out, they were scrambling to find a main event, and they ended up with Dawkins and Blades. Urban saying, I'm a little late, but is there value on Joel Alvarez? I'm picking him to win. No bet on me. I'm good. Maybe there's value. Could be value again if I think he wins at plus 190, whatever. I guess, but I'm not taking the shot myself. Volkov 5 unit max bet against Aspinall. Again, let's hope it happens. I don't know if I'd go 5 units deep on it, but I do like it. Killer G saying I think Sarukian rolls, but Alvarez plus 165 by finish only, and push if it goes to decision is crazy. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Shout out to guys that actually have access to those odds. Travis Duarte, you have a lot of underdogs on this card. In terms of predictions, I had one, two, three, four, just four out of the 11 fights. My guy Jazz saying Petrosky round two, Bahamundes. Petrosky. Petrosky's not fighting on this card, bro. You mean Brahimai round two, Bahamundes round three, McKinney round one, lock of the night. There you go. Matt Hudson saying, no lock of the night. Is that even allowed? Yes. I've tried to come to grips with my discipline. Super Look saying, why'd you skip my question? Ask it again. I'm not sure what it is. Ba, 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 ba. Belt Better saying, is Nunez Pascual fight off? I haven't seen anything about that. Can anybody confirm? Yeah, he probably meant Petrosian. Jeffrey saying, does Rosenstrike have a fight book? Yes, he's supposed to fight Tybura in April. MMA Aiden Alvarez inside the distance is probably the only way he wins. He has never won by decision. I don't think this will be his first. I absolutely agree. Moy saying Queen Cachoeira via eye gouge, fish hooks, and nut shots. Nut shots. That would kill me. That would kill me. All right. I'm gonna drop the I'm gonna drop the Sorry, I'm gonna drop the over under parlay for you guys right now. Let's get that cracking. I'm gonna hop off out of here because I got a ton of stuff to do before the fights kick off in just about 2 hours. All right. Let's go over 2.5 in Hernandez Altamirano. Let's go under 2.5 in Gilmore Brahimai. Let's go under 2.5 in ZM and McKenney. Let's go. I want to try to play this safe as possible. If you have access to Petrosian Rodriguez under 2.5, that's the spot that I'd take instead. Um, let's go over 2.5 in Cachoeira Kim. And let's go over 2.5 in Green and Makhachev. So, nothing crazy. 5-legger here for plus 1177. I will put $50 on it. And that will return 588. So there you guys go. There's your totals parlay for the night. Nothing crazy. I will say it once again for you guys. Green Makhachev over 2.5, Cachoeira Kim over 2.5, Zia McKenney under 2.5, Gilmore Brahimai under 2.5, and Hernandez Altamirano over 2.5. There you guys go. All right, let's get these last couple questions and then let's go. Alex Weaver saying, has over under parlay hit? I think in the last like maybe 10 weeks, it's hit twice. Again, it's just a lottery ticket, nothing crazy. Just putting together some shit. That's why everybody keeps asking for it. I'm sure they've cashed on it in the past. But yeah, Alex, I know you ain't throwing shade. But again, lottery tickets. Everybody loves lottery tickets. I'll try to put them together. Hopefully they end up hitting. We'll see what happens. All right. Appreciate everybody that stopped by. We're running closer to 40 minutes. Again, fight nights I only like to do half an hour, especially when they start earlier at 4 o'clock. But pay-per-views, we normally run this thing for the full hour. Appreciate everybody that hopped on. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe before you head out of here. And yeah, that's about it. Good luck on your bets. Good luck on your wages. Good luck on your DraftKings. Good luck on everything. And let's go Ignacio Bahamondes and Jonathan Martinez. If that parlay hits, I'll be happy. Other than that, appreciate you guys checking out the content. As always, we are back at it for UFC 272 next week. Coach's main event marathon is back on Tuesday. Very excited. I'm already done taping with the 3 coaches that are breaking it down for us. I have Tyson Chartier, Tyson Chartier, James Krause, and who's the last guy? Cody Donovan from Team Elevation or Elevation Fight Team. All 3 of those guys broke down Jorge Masvidal versus Colby Covington with me. Going to be posting that for you guys. And then all 6 of the coaches are giving me their main event selection to put up in their contest and then in that competition. And we'll see how that goes. Right now, James Krause, number 1 at $62 of profit after he cashed on Bobby Green last time around. Secondly, we have Cody Donovan, who took the easy win on the Israel Adesanya. I think he's up about 20 something dollars there. And then the rest of the coaches, they whiffed on Derek Brunson and Derek Lewis, and they're down $100 right now. So I'm hoping to see them crack back here and try to get back into the profit. So appreciate everybody banging with your boy. We got again a ton of content coming next week, but specifically we got to get that coach's main event marathon. I want that shit to steam. We hit I think 1,600 views and another 700 listens on the audio version, but I want that thing to be the hottest thing on my channel because I want these coaches to, well, they're already enjoying it, but I know it's going to get fucking even bigger the more that we do this show. So make sure you guys give that show some love. That's going to debut on Tuesday roughly around noon. I'll drop it as a premiere so I can chill in the live chat with you guys. All right, I'm done. That's it. Good luck on your best tonight. I'll see you guys next week.